next 0-2. And it goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone!
Continuing Sony's 10-year tradition, MLB 15 The Show remains an excellent recreation of the great American pastime, but it's a very safe one. It relies heavily on the same successful formula, gorgeous scenery, strong gameplay mechanics, and rewarding game modes we've all seen the past few years. As a returning player, there's little novelty to get excited about. There aren't a lot of significant improvements over last year's MLB 14, but MLB 15 does look better. That's more noticeable in the more true-to-life skin tones on players and striking real-time shadows that make the beautifully crafted ballparks look even more realistic. And the crowd feels alive. There's so much variety, I had a hard time spotting the same animation twice. The crowd always tells a unique story specific to the situation. It's astounding. Mechanically, the biggest addition is directional hitting. It took a while to get the hang of, but now, aiming where I want the ball to go feels like a better way to hit.
This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit.
Meanwhile, we still got the same solid pitching options available, including my personal favorite, pulse pitching. It's a happy balance that's nuanced and challenging, but not overwhelmingly complex. On defense, players respond realistically whenever the ball lands, and controlling their fielding is smooth and easy.
And here's Jay to put it away, and that's out number 2. Now the first pitch.
The entire list of game modes from last year is back and slightly better than ever, especially Diamond Dynasty mode and Road to the Show. Thankfully, the quality of online play is vastly improved over last year's laggy disaster.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
I have to point out though, that Sony's announcement that the online modes for MLB 14 will be turned off in June has shaken the confidence that MLB's 15 online modes will be around for long. For single-player modes, the new year-to-year saves feature allows you to continue your progress from MLB 14 The Show, which is great because I wasn't ready to say goodbye to my lineup. The centerpiece, Road to the Show mode, has gone mostly unchanged. You start the career of an MLB hopeful, level him up by performing well on the field, and work your way up to the big leagues. It's quick, addicting, and scratch my RPG itch, just like last year. The only notable change is the addition of licensed equipment like Rawlings gloves, Louisville Slugger bats, and Nike shoes. It's a small thing, but it does add to MLB's authenticity and also gives you a little stat boost. Meanwhile, a franchise mode adds GM contracts and ownership expectations, which can lead to job offers from other clubs if you do well, or can get you fired if you don't. The fear of failure made me plan more carefully and think about every decision I made, as opposed to just trying everything. Also, the new Inside the Show radio show does an impressive job with contextualized updates from your team and from around your own personal league. The virtual card collecting fantasy baseball mode, Diamond Dynasty, has been simplified for MLB 15. It's now much more manageable with no contracts to worry about, and it's even more fun without buying into the microtransactions. You don't even have to play Diamond Dynasty to collect cards anymore, which allowed me to play other modes without feeling like I was missing out on opportunities to progress my team. The best addition to Diamond Dynasty, however, has to be the custom-made utility player that can play every position, including pitcher. When you first create him, he's a very average player, but feeding him unwanted cards from your stash improves his skills. Finding the balance between using my best cards to field a competitive team, saving Giants cards to eventually unlock Will Clark, or feeding the rest to my created player is rewarding and will keep me coming back for more.
2-1, here's Lester's offering. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left.
MLB 15 The Show is a complete package with lots of different ways to experience baseball in all of its glory. But it's a very familiar complete package. Other than functional online play, there's nothing revolutionary about this year's version. It does get to legitimately say that it looks and plays better than any other baseball game you buy right now, but only slightly. For more on MLB The Show, stick to IGN.
Goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. A leap at the wall by Jackson, but